Today, I'm going to share with you my system for memorizing everything. Yes, I mean everything. And guess what? It's way easier than you think. But before we dive into the system, let's start by boosting a big myth of memory. Trust me, this will change the way you think about forgetting. For years, we've been told that forgetting is just something that happens. It's passive, like a neutral consequence of not memorizing something perfectly. You either remember something or you don't. If you don't, you just forget it. But guess what? That's not how it works. Forgetting isn't a passive at all. It turns out how your brain doesn't just sit back and let memorizes fade away. Nope. Forgetting is an actually active process. Your brain has a little system dedicated to forgetting, complete with neurotransmitters and pathways. Crazy, right? Think about this. Have you ever been in exam starting at a question thinking, I know this, but I can't remember the answer. It's like the information is on the tip of your tongue, but just out of reach. That's not your memory falling slow. That's your brain's forgetting sister kicking into high gear. It's almost like your brain decided that information wasn't important enough to keep, so it tossed it aside. You might be thinking, great, so my brain is sabotaging me? No, quite. This system actually has a purpose. Forgetting helps us prioritize what's important and what's not. But here's the kicker. You can hack this system. You can ensure your brain knows what's essential and what's not, so it holds onto the things you want to remember. So, how do we outsmart the sneaky forgetting system? The trick is to use novelty and strong cues to make memory stick. Here's what I mean. Imagine you're in school trying to study a tricky topic. You got your textbook, but it's just not syncing it. You read the same page 5 times and still nothing. So, what do? Instead of just reading the book over and over, you switch it up. You watch a YouTube lecture, read a different book on the same topic, maybe you can even find a podcast or article online. Each of these different sources creates in you unique cue in your brain. The most unique the cue is better your memory becomes. It's like giving your brain different pathways to same destination. In school, I didn't just rely on one method. I would watch documentaries, read extra books, and dive into online courses. Exposing myself to the same information in different formats gave my brain multiple ways to remember the same thing. And guess what? It worked like magic. I could recall information not just during exams, but even years later. Here's another way to think about it. Imagine you're trying to remember someone's name. If you just hear it once, there is a good chance you'll forget it. That's because you created multiple cues for brain to grasp. The more cues, the stronger the memory. Thanks for sticking with me to the end. If you found this video helpful, watch my previous video here. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who could use the memory boost. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.